The Gold Lineage, Episode 4, Taking Flight. Last time on The Gold Lineage, Zuri opened the door to her legacy and to her sisters. Amara and Imani returned with secrets in their eyes, and Adenike led them into a ritual that cracked Zuri wide open. A vision came, a garden among stars, a woman with wings of flame, a whisper that said, "You are the return." Zuri saw the truth of her bloodline, the Gold Lineage, born of star and soil. But visions come with warnings. Ocean Eyes sent a message that hinted at drowning, and now Zuri must learn not just what she is, but what she can become. Zuri didn't expect flying to feel like falling. Not the terrifying sky is collapsing fall from the rooftop. Not that kind of fear. This was different. This was surrender. She stood barefoot on the private rooftop of an abandoned building, 5 blocks from her own, wrapped in black leggings and a sports bra that shimmered faintly with protective sigils sewn into the seams. Malik stood nearby, silent, arms crossed, his expression carved from stormlight and stillness. "You sure this is a good idea?" she called to him, squinting at the edge of the roof. "I'm sure you can do more than you think," he said calmly. She took a breath. The city buzzed around her. Horns, sirens, the far-off echo of music pulsing through concrete. But here, above it all, she could feel the pull, a tension in her spine. A low hum beneath her shoulder blades. She turned slightly, stretching her arms wide. The wind rolled over her skin like a dare. She remembered falling the first time. How her body had surrendered before her mind had caught up. How the wings hadn't felt like hers. Not yet. But now, she wanted them. Wanted to own them. She closed her eyes and let go. The fall lasted only seconds. The wings erupted before panic could root itself. They burst from her back with a sound like sunlight breaking glass. Heat pulsed outward. Feathers spread like living blades. For a breathless second, she hung in mid-air. The city below, sky above, and her body cradled in golden light. Then came the drop. She screamed. Her wings caught too late, sent her into a spiraling tilt. She slammed into the side of the neighboring rooftop with a curse, skidding across the gravel with just enough grace to land crouched. Malik was already there. "Ow," she muttered, shaking dust from her dreadlocks. "You caught yourself," he said. "That matters. I crashed into a billboard for vegan condoms. Better than crashing into traffic." She snorted, despite herself. Malik offered his hand. She took it. "Again?" he asked. She nodded. They trained for hours. Lift. Fall. Catch. Hover. Turn. Malik guided her through the motions with calm precision. He never shouted. He rarely smiled. But when she got it right, when she held herself aloft for a full 6 seconds, she saw the pride in his eyes. They practiced gliding across rooftop gaps, adjusting wing angles with small shifts in breath and core. When she faltered, he reminded her to feel, not force, to remember the rhythm of wind. "You can't control the sky," he said, steadying her with a hand to the waist. "But you can learn to move with it." She didn't say it aloud, but his touch made her feel steadier than her wings ever had. Midway through, they took a break on the rooftop ledge. He passed her a thermos of hibiscus tea and a slice of sweetbread wrapped in cloth. "You packed snacks?" she asked, surprised. "You don't fly well on an empty stomach." She chuckled, biting in. "You're a mystery, Malik." He raised an eyebrow. "I prefer to be a shield." "Right. Tall, dark, and armored in metaphors." They sat in silence for a moment. Then he said, "You're stronger than you think. I feel like I'm about to puke and combust at the same time. That means you're on the edge of transformation." She turned to him. "Did you come out of the womb spouting poetic bullshit? Or is that part of the guardian training?" He allowed a rare smile. "Maybe both." By dusk, her muscles ached and her wings flickered with fatigue. He stepped closer. His voice dropped. "You shouldn't go to that party tonight." She blinked. "You knew?" "It's on your schedule. Nadine posted it." Zuri looked away. It's a wisp thing. Just an appearance. I won't stay long. You're not ready for that crowd, or for what might be watching. I can handle ring lights and brand reps. I've done worse with a hangover. He didn't laugh. It's not the people I'm worried about. Still, she went. The venue shimmered with glass and curated joy. A rooftop cube lit in branded purples and high shimmer golds. Wisp Beauty was launching a new serum, clean shimmer, ethically questionable. Zuri was their radiant black fairy influencer, here to smile and sip cucumber fizz and avoid accidentally glowing. She wore a gold satin slip, wings fully retracted, glitter across her collarbones. Her job was to be luminous, but normal. The wisp reps circled like predatory hummingbirds. One commented on her emotional resonance metrics. Another asked if she felt a transformation coming on tonight. Zuri laughed too hard, faked a smile. Her shoulder blades itched. She ducked out to the balcony. Cool air kissed her skin. The city stretched below like a crown of light. She let herself breathe, then felt it. Not wind. A presence. She turned. A figure stood near the balcony edge. Sea glass green. Shimmering. Shifting. Not human. It surged forward, water coalescing into limbs. Zuri stumbled back. Her heel caught. The edge loomed. Then, a hand. Steady. Familiar. Malik. He yanked her away, golden light crackling through his palm. You followed me? She gasped. I never stopped watching, he said. The shimmer vanished into mist. Around them the party buzzed on. No one noticed. Malik's hand didn't leave her waist. They're watching you now, he said, testing your edges. I didn't ask for this. He looked at her. But it's already yours. Back at her penthouse, Zuri stood at the mirror. She wiped the makeup from her face, peeled off the gold slip. Her skin shimmered faintly in the dark, not from product, from power. Outside, the city glowed, and somewhere in its depths, something shimmered back. Follow The Gold Lineage on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. To see what happened after dusk and what it costs to train by moonlight, join patreon.com/ZuriAfterDark. Next time, a family ritual, a warning in water, and the kiss we've all been waiting for.